Hi, I'm Mom and welcome to MomDas Life Handmade. Today I'm going to share with you a high-end dupe, a look for less, where I will be sharing my inspiration piece from a high-end store and show how I recreate it in my own way using very less money compared to the store. My inspiration piece for today is this tabletop lantern set, which is available in Wayfair. It is beautiful. The lovely construction and the contrast of wood and metal is really nice. I like it, but I don't like the price. The price is $89.99 US, which is pretty high. And I'm going to recreate it in my own way, and you guessed it right. For free, yes. I love doing free DIYs. That's the best one, especially when it comes to decor. My today's video is part of the challenge called Nailed It or Failed It August 2020, and this is being hosted by Kerry from Mama Dares to DIY and Keisha from Sweet Urban Rose. I'll put links to both the ladies' channels and to the playlist in the description box of my video, where you can go ahead and watch their videos. As the name suggests, end of the video, do let me know what you think, how I performed with this DIY. If you're new here, a big hi. Look around in my channel. If you like the content, if you love DIY, trash with treasures, high-end dupes, everything related to home within budget, please consider subscribing by hitting the red subscribe button given below the video, and do hit that little notification bell next to it, and please select the ringing bell icon so that you're notified each time I post my video. You saw my inspiration piece, and now let's start to recreate it. Now I'm going to recreate it in my own style and dimensions as per my requirement. So I'm going to use these items. Now unfortunately I cannot do woodworking. I don't have woodworking skills, therefore I prefer to use cardboard because they're easy to use and can be made to have a good amount of strength, especially if one is using corrugated cardboards. So I'm going to use corrugated cardboard, some skewers, these are bamboo pieces, knife, scissors, glue, ruler, pencil, and yes, this is M-seal. This is used in plumbing for sealing something or joining some pieces. These are like two putty kind of things, two different colored putties that are there, and we just put them together to form a clay-like thing which is used for joining pieces or sealing pieces, and once dried they become as strong as concrete. So I'm using this. One can use glue gun as an alternative for this. Next I'm going to use this lid. This is golden in color. It's basically a lid from a can. I just made sure that this lid can fit my pillar candle easily inside it. And the first thing, how I took my dimensions. So I took two pieces. So I did not cut them because I need not cut them. I made a slit here so that I can easily fold it. So there are two layers of bigger cardboard and one layer of slightly small cardboards. So bigger cardboard here, this is 19 centimeters in length, and the width side is 16 centimeters. So 19 by 16 centimeter rectangle, two pieces of this, so they form layer of two pieces of cardboard together. And if you notice, I have snipped off very small angles here. I think it's clear here. Yes, here I have snipped off. Therefore working with cardboard is easy for me because I can go into these kind of details. I've taken off this angles from all the four corners of both these layers, both these two pieces of cardboards. This I've taken out because here will be a joint with the skewers, so it needs a space for that. And this piece is smaller than this. This piece is 18 centimeters in length and 15 centimeters in width. That is 1 centimeter small on both the sides, so that this piece will go to the bottom like this, and this will create the groove which can nest these skewers here. So that's the reason the third layer is slightly smaller than the first two layers. The first two layers will be the base over which the candle or any decor for the lantern will come, and the bottom layer is where everything will rest on the table, and it's also where the joint of the skewers will come. So this is how it will look from bottom part, and like this, and this will be the top part. Now this piece becomes 3 corrugated layer thick. Each cardboard here is 5 layered, so this gives it a good amount of strength and sturdiness. So I'm going to glue this small cardboard right in the center of these 2 layers and also glue the 2 layers together. Now, I used PVA glue for this purpose because it's sturdy and works on many surfaces. I have already glued together the 2 bigger layers, and now the smaller layer, which will form the bottommost layer, I'm just going to place it right in the middle of this so that there is a step formed on all the 4 sides where the skewers can come and nest. Now I'm going to place some weight over it and let this dry very well before going on to the next step. So now this piece is dry and it's thick and sturdy, but now the edges are rough. They don't look neat, and these edges will be seen in the final piece, so I need to tidy them up. So now corrugated cardboards, they have different layers. So there's a layer of flat paper and a layer of corrugated paper, again a flat and a corrugated, and so it goes on. So it's easy to peel it. Just take any portion and try to peel it, and one can peel off the flat layer. So now I'm going to peel this flat layer and cut thin strips which would suit the thickness of this side, and cut them out and then glue them here to get the side, a neat side here. Again, I'm using PVA glue for this because PVA glue works very well with cardboard as well as paper, and it's pretty strong as well. Now this, if you're wondering why is the color a little different, this is actually the corrugated, this brown paper from the corrugated cardboard. But recently in one of the projects I had made it look like stained wood, and therefore it looks dark in color. So I'm just going to, just the way one does for decoupage, I'm just going to glue this piece. Now it's time to stain my wood. So I'm using some black color. Sometimes I'm diluting it, sometimes I'm just dry brushing it. I'm making these strokes to resemble that of wood. Now the wood piece is ready. I have placed a plastic sheet underneath it before working with M-Sil and these skewer sticks. Now M-Sil takes a little time to harden, and therefore I'm doing it at night, so the light is little less, so pardon me for that. So one needs to mix equal amount of both the pieces and then just knead it like one single dough. Starting with this much amount, I can take some more. The only thing is you need to keep these things separate. They should not mix with each other, because if they do, they will react and will not work the next time. So I'll take the same amount as this much from the other piece, wrap it up and put it back. So if required, I'll mix it again. So now I need to mix these two together really well. I'm doing it at night because it will take some time, so overnight it can dry up and I can start using it. And I need to make this frame in one sitting because that is how it will be a stable frame. Last year I made a geometrical decor piece, also called Himeli. So I'll put a card link above for you if you have missed it. It's beautiful artwork and it looks great in decor. So you can check that video also. I'll put a link in the description box also. It's a little messy, but it washes off easily with little soap and water. So you see here, I have mixed the two things together and I got this dough kind of thing. So I'm just making small balls to work with it. First arrange them. It's little messy, but once set, it's as strong as concrete. It is little difficult to begin with, but gradually it works out. So I just managed to add these things, and now I'll bring the block here, wooden block here. I've kept some talcum powder here to help me with the sticky thing. It's quite an effort trying to make it stand this frame till it dries. It needs some support and hopefully it will be fine in the morning. It's early morning. Let's see if the structure stands on its own. I'm going to remove all the supports here. So here is the lantern frame ready. I said I'll be making this thing in my own colors and dimensions that will suit my needs. So I decided to paint this frame in bronze color. It somehow looks great with my decor and has a very rich look, which I really like. Last night was real struggle while I was just trying to make this whole thing stand. It was very troublesome. There was a moment I was feeling it will not work out. 2 hands were not enough to make this structure stand. So I had to call my husband and he supported while I arranged the boxes around it so that there is support for the structure to stand and while the joints dry up and they become strong. So now it's fine, I guess. That's also the reason why I worked last night before sleeping, because otherwise the whole time I would be checking on it whether it's working, not working. So it was good in a way. I finished it at night and slept off, and in the morning now I'm painting it, and this is acrylic paint and it'll dry up very soon, so it will be ready for decor. Even the joints look good. There are knobby joints even in the original piece where the metals are welded together. So this is fine. Now finally I'm just going to glue this lid right in the center with the inner side up so that there is a hollow inside where I can place my candle. My pillar candle is a battery operated candle, so I'm not bothering to look for a glass, which I actually don't have. So if you have a glass, you can add a glass and use real candles in it, but I prefer to use a battery operated candle inside the house, so this will work perfectly fine. Let's see how it looks. What do you think, my friends? Have I nailed it or failed it? With the price that I made it for free, I think this is just gorgeous. I think I'm so happy with the result. The colors are of my choice, look perfect in my decor, the structure is beautiful. I think I'm loving it. You have to let me know whether you think I nailed it or failed it in the comment section below. How do you think this looks in my home? I think this is beautiful. Do you like it? Do let me know. I'm so thrilled with this one. I'm going to show you shortly with little decor over this. This is just so good. I'm so happy. I hope you liked my today's DIY as well as the decor. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and to write down your comments. I really appreciate them. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Until then, be creative, be positive, and be happy.